Welcome to the What's Going On podcast.
What's going on?
Please note that the views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the host and guest and do not reflect those of our sponsors. This show is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered professional advice.
Take that.
Listener discretion is advised.
Yo, this is your boy Ninja,
And this is HP Honeybird,
and this is
the What's Going On podcast.
What is Going On, people. And today we have a kind of sad but interesting show we want to talk about today.
Yeah.
And it has to do with Charlie Kirk.
Yes, Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're probably going to be touching on today, really. Just try to keep it real short and simple.
Yeah.
So I know we usually just talk about, what we've been through, but I think for today we'll skip that and just go right into the heavy shit, and then maybe later on we could touch back on that. But
Okay.
so as everybody knows, Mr. Kirk got assassinated pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
What was it, yesterday?
Yesterday.
It was yesterday, right? Yeah, it was yesterday or day for
Mm,
yesterday. I
was it
want to say it was
yesterday?
yesterday morning.
Yes, it was.
Oh no, it was
Hold
one
on.
of the,
Yesterday was. I think it was Wednesday.
yeah, it was on the 10th because yesterday was 9/11, right?
Yeah.
And he got shot. I think on the 10th.
Yeah.
It was early morning 10.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, he got shot. By what they seem to be a young kid, because apparently they apprehended like two people and they were the wrong people. First, it was some old guy, and then it was some other dude of interest, and then now it's this kid that's like 21 or 22 years old,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But yeah, we just want to talk about that real quick. So, Earl,
Yes, sir.
what do you wanna how do you feel about the situation and
Um,
everything that played out? Like, what's your take on it?
I think it's really sad, man. I think it's messed up that we the climate in America is what it is now.
Right.
Like no one can voice their opinion without someone wanting to cause them harm or
Right.
wanting them to lose their home or their job and all this kind of crazy stuff. So if you don't agree with what Charlie Kirk was saying, I respect that. But do you have to disagree to the point where you take his life? You know? And
Yeah.
so I really hate what America has become in that aspect. There used to be a time where, like, I remember a time when it came to politics, you didn't know who these media personalities or platforms, like who they were for. They would just report the political news, and you didn't know if they was Republican or Democrat. They would just report it.
It was just right.
But now, with the climate that we're in, you know who these media outlets are for. You know who they're voting for. You know whether they're Democrat or they're Republican, whether they're independent. Like you know who they are, what they are, which side of the aisle they stand on. Okay, and if that's how you're going to do it, cool. But why can't we do it peacefully? Like, why must someone lose their life? Like, I
Right.
felt that was really really terrible what happened to Charlie Kirk. Now, I seen some of his videos. Now, I haven't seen all of them, but the main ones that I would see was the ones where he would argue sexuality, like transgender and what is a woman, like those things. Like those were the videos that I saw of him. I didn't see like a lot of
Right.
the other ones.
Yeah, I've seen a
Um,
good bit of them. I watch them a lot. Him, Matt Walsh, Owen, Candace.
oh yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, I
I'm
watched
pretty
Candace Owens.
familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with their content.
Well, I mean, and I must say, when it came to that argument, I agree with what his stance was,
Right. Right.
and but I don't think he should be killed for it, or like
Right.
that. And like the question is, why was he targeted? Like, was he up next? Like, was he next in line to become president or something? Like
Right.
what? Like why did they choose Charlie Kirk as a target?
Right. I think I
Um,
got an answer for that, but go ahead.
but I will say this, and people might hate my take on this, but I feel like Donald Trump is to blame for this, man.
Yeah.
I feel like once Donald Trump got involved in politics and he started saying, he started talking the way he talked, like saying, you should beat people up and I could shoot somebody in the middle of the street and still get elected, like saying those kind of things. I feel like once Donald Trump got involved in politics, then it's like politics became violent. It's like
Right.
they're no longer targeting just schools, even though there was a school shooting.
Right after that
Yeah,
shit.
right after that.
Literally right after that
That's just
shit.
crazy. And then like not too far from there either, I
Mm-hmm.
believe. So I mean, it's and what's sad is these things keep happening, and there's still not going to do anything about gun control.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so easy for you to get your hands on a gun, and then they're making posts that nobody's paying attention to.
Right. Like that kid who shot up the church school or whatever, the Catholic school. He
Like,
was posting about that shit for like a week or a couple months.
and it's like how is nobody
But they
flagging
flag
this?
my
Or,
shit.
yeah,
They flag my shit if I put a puppy for sale or if I do some shit. But see,
it's if
oh
if
man,
I
I'm telling you.
if I use a copyrighted song in a video without permission, I get flagged.
Mm-hmm.
This person is making
Flashing
threats,
guns. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and nothing gets and like nothing happens, bro.
No,
Is
our priorities
this?
are fucked up here.
Yes, but again, I blame the climate of politics on Donald Trump and the way he talks. No,
Mm.
when like the riot, it was stand down and stand by. Like stand by. Like what's the stand by part?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Reckless speech and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you have to be very very careful because
You got
I
idiots
understand.
out there.
I understand politics is is your way of life, right? Like you're voting for you vote a certain way because that's the life that you want to live. So I get why it's so sensitive and touchy because the people that you elect in office is going to affect your way of life. It's going to affect your money. It's going to affect your houses, your food. You eat. Okay, so I get it. But what happened to the days of being able to agree to disagree? Where it's like if your candidate lost, you didn't storm the Capitol. You
Yeah.
waited until the next election and you make sure you went out and voted so that the person that you wanted to win wins because you was part of the number. Like you made sure that person got the votes.
Yeah.
But this grabbing a gun and we just shoot things that we don't like, this is not the this is not the country that I want to live in. And then I say this and I'll be done. Immediately they use his death. They politicized his death. Like they used it for politics. Like
Of
they
course.
started blaming Democrats and all this stuff. Like, bro, you don't even know. Like y'all haven't even caught the guy, and y'all
Mm-hmm.
blaming this on the Democrats. So it's like this is why I hate politics. It's like you're playing with people's lives, man. Like we really this is real for us. And
Yeah.
I just think it's so ironic how he died because he was talking about gun violence.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about gun
It was
violence,
super scary the way
and
he
bro,
put it.
he said, unfortunately, in order for us to have the right to bear arms, some of us are going to have to die.
Mm-hmm.
Like he said that,
Mm-hmm.
and then he ended up losing his life, bro. And I just think that's so crazy. Like that's so ironic, man.
Like you can't write a better story to go
That's
out
yeah.
like
It's like
that.
all the planets aligned for that one, man. That was so crazy, so weird. But yeah,
I
that's my take
I
on it, man.
I, I have a couple things and theories and takes and however you want to call it, bro. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm really into that kind of like like first of all, the guy was heavy into his faith,
Mm-hmm.
as you probably know. He was heavy into his faith. He was heavy into God and Jesus and telling people to do the things and go to church, Christianity, and all this shit. And you know me, I'm not big on religion, so like all that stuff was That like all that stuff that he practiced and preached was cool. That's what I never said, oh, I hate anybody's religion. I just don't care for religion. I always think religion brings upon a lot of trouble, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like he put his faith into everything he believed. He got murked for speaking his mind and the truth, to be honest, because even though he was saying things that were hurting people's feelings, everything was true.
Mm-hmm.
Like the things with the violence, the statistics about Black and Latinos. Um, he had a lot of unpopular opinions on dumb shit like reparations, like it's just conversations that are so dead in the water that it's never going to come to fruition. It was just a conversation that popped up like, yeah, we're going to get reparations. Like, no, we all know nobody's getting reparations. We know that. Well, that's never going to happen. There's no way. It's going to be hard to figure out whose ancestors did what, like it just, there's no way. So just the fact that somebody is mad at that is crazy. But like I said, he spoke about things that really pulled at people's emotions, and that's the problem. That's wrong with us now. Is we are too emotional to have these conversations, bro. Literally, my boy died for arguing with emotional teenagers. If you ask me, like he went out there to argue, and I don't want to say argue, but he went out there to debate young kids because he was young. He was like 32, I
31.
think. 31.
31.
He went out there to argue with, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old kids that don't know shit. They don't know shit. They just sit there and they think they're smart because they know how to type on an iPad and do math well. Like y'all don't know shit about life. Meanwhile, this
Right.
guy is trying to like put you on the game, and some asshole that didn't agree with his views because he probably said something and watched a bunch of his videos felt away. And this is what this like everything has to do with this. Social media, the news, politics, religion, training your kids not to be a fucking pussy. Just all these things come into play, bro. All of it. Everything has everything to do with what happened to that man. Now, I don't condone killings by any means, but somebody was trying to compare it to the CEO who got shot. Everybody was like, "Oh, when the CEO got shot, everybody was praising and everybody was cool with him dying." But it's the same thing. I'm like, first of all, it's not the same thing because Charlie Kirk wasn't a CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company that denies people health care and kills hundreds of millions of people probably a year because they just pencil pushing paper up there and like, yeah, deny this fool, he ain't worth it. So I don't think that's the same at all. Not saying that the CEO deserved to die. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's not the same. That CEO, in some way, form, or fashion, was probably the biggest scumbag in that company because he knew what he was doing. He was probably good at his job, but he knew people were dying. He knew people were getting falsely denied for insurance. But I don't want to sidetrack. What I'm trying to say is Charlie didn't do that. He just went to college campuses, went on YouTube, went on his show, went on all these platforms, and created an open debate on whether, and I know his biggest thing was transgenders, whether a woman and a man can do the same things, or is it normal, or what is a woman, or what is a man? Like those were his legit arguments, and like I said, they were legit. There's only woman, there's only man. Man cannot become woman, woman cannot become man. You can pretend, but at the end of the day, you're not. And this is what people did not like about him. So literally, he got killed for speaking the truth, speaking on his faith, and telling people that you can't be a woman or you can't be a man or reparations are not going to happen, or he was big on political things. But if you ask me, bro, they killed him because they knew he was gaining popularity, and one day this guy would have been the president. No bullshit.
Okay, because I was going to ask you why you think he was a target. Is what you
I
answered me.
think that was the main reason. Like, all right, I think if the kid is young,
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly who shot him. Like I said, we'd never know. This is one of those Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, JF Kennedy,
Mm-hmm.
files where we're never gonna know the truth because there's probably some deeper, darker secret.
Mm-hmm.
But if this is just a deranged piece of shit kid that was just mad because Charlie was telling transgenders they're not girls or they're not boys, then that's it. But if you ask me, if it's something deeper than that, they knew this guy was on the road to becoming somebody important. Like, no bullshit. Like that's how many people liked him, bro. He was literally like a Trump Jr. Like he had that wave behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Like people really liked him. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And he seemed like a good guy. To be honest, like a lot of people liked him more than they liked Trump. But the only problem is that his views ruffled the feathers of these communities that, like I said, emotional people cannot be around people who talk the truth, bro. And that's what, like I said, he got killed for making, you know, kids mad, transgenders mad, old white men mad.
Yeah.
That's all that was. I could imagine all the people with purple and blue and pink hair can't stand them. I mean, I don't know if you've seen all the videos of them cheering him dying. It's just crazy.
This is, and I feel like this is where America really is going to have to check itself,
Yeah.
because when someone dies, you don't celebrate. You know what I
No,
mean? Like what did this guy really do to where if he dies,
you celebrate.
yeah, you celebrate his death? Like
That's
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 weird.
wicked. It's wicked. And not for nothing, bro. Social media, I think, plays a big part in him dying. One, because you don't social media, and this is for all. I don't give a fuck. This is for TikTok. This is for Instagram, for
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't monitor negative things the
No, they
way they
don't.
monitor other things. So, for instance, I know we talk about this all the time, but it just to me, it's always happening, dog. I could see your post and comment on it and say something mean. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they'll erase my comment, even block me from commenting for a week. But the shit that I commented on is negative. So, for instance, if it's something about, this is a perfect example. If it's something about Charlie Kirk, right,
Mm-hmm.
and it's one of the purple haired bandits screaming, "Oh, I'm glad he died," blah blah blah, and I put all these, fucking purple hair Karen transgender fucks, could do all this, they'll ban me, but they'll leave that video up of them
Right.
cheering on somebody dying. They
Right.
won't take it down. So this is what I'm saying. Like, social media is the biggest problem in our society because they let these people, and it's not just them. It's Trump supporters, because you got crazies everywhere in every
Mm-hmm.
pocket,
Oh yeah.
whether it's good or bad. You got people just talking wild all the time, and they let it stay on. It gets thousands and millions of views. They keep it up there, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
They'll take the comments off before they take the videos off. Is what I'm saying.
Right. Right.
So social media plays a big issue. Like, social media is out of hand, bro. Like, it's out of hand. Like, people are just more worried about recording and being this and
Getting clicks and stuff. Yeah.
getting clear. Like, they
Yeah.
don't even care about the content that they're putting up.
It's like nobody's thinking about the consequences, or like where if I do this, what's the consequences behind this? Like nobody's thinking of that. It's like they just putting stuff out hoping it'll go viral and then they can make money from that. And I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like we we're living in a society where your life really doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
it's all about the money now, bro.
Oh, that's it. That's it. And the sad part is that it's not gonna. This is not gonna be the last one, bro. Like literally, after this man was shot on a campus, on a school grounds, there was a school shooting right after that. Like
Yeah,
literally right after that. I think the same day.
the same day,
The same day. So
and
two
not too far from where he was, from my
two
understanding.
shootings happen in the same day, my boy. Like, how do you even put that in perspective? And then right before 9/11, the most
Yeah,
biggest terrorist act, you had literally two terrorists.
and
Because if you ask me,
mhm,
these people are terrorists. We have terrorists within our own communities, bro.
mhm.
I don't give a fuck. You don't have to be an immigrant to be a terrorist, dog. You don't have to be Arab. You don't have to be Indian, Chinese. No, that fucking crazy nut job that shot Charlie. He's a terrorist, bro. He's a terrorist. All the shooters that shoot up schools, they're terrorists.
Mhm.
They are terrorists, bro. And they get treated how? Like babies. They get a
Yes.
slap on the
Yep.
wrist. They go
Yep.
into asylums because they're crazy. They paint their hair purple and then they get booked on asylum charges. Like this shit is it's getting so old, bro. Like it's so whack, bro. It's just getting to
But
the point
it's
where like you look at the news and you just want to go outside and start doing wild shit. Like that's what's gonna go. That's what's gonna lead to. It's gonna lead to people actually like, yo, I'm not doing this no more. I'm gonna go outside and we outside. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Like that's what's gonna happen. Fucking,
And
it's
not
gonna
like
be purple hair versus everybody else.
nothing's going to change, and I know for a fact nothing's going to change because, like I say, I don't think they made an announcement on his condition yet, and they already had politicized what happened to him, and they said that the left is going to have to take responsibility for this, and that because it was some woman that was, I forget who it was, and then the reporter was like, well, by that logic, then the Republicans going to have to take credit for another assault or something like that. Then it was going back and forth about that. But I was like, bro, this is not the time to be political. It's like no,
That's
like
the problem, bro.
not once have I heard anyone say from either no nor Democrat nor Republican, not an elected official. I didn't hear neither Democrat nor Republican say we have to do something about gun control. They
Yeah,
blame
no, they just want to argue like
they're
bitches.
yeah, just pointing the finger
That's what
at
I'm
each other, bro.
saying. We are living in a United States of emotional bitches. That's what we are lately. That's what this whole country is. A bunch of bitches running the country, acting like girls. Or let me not. I don't rephrase that because I don't want no girls to get mad. But just acting like a bunch of pussies, bro. Like emotional fucking little faggots, bro. That's all people are acting like. Oh my god, you like that. That's all you see on TV, bro. Is everybody crying like a they nobody wants to settle nothing. Everybody just wants to go online, whine and complain and not do nothing, get a bunch of likes, and then go on with their day. Nobody wants to do nothing about it. The politics, all the politics and all the political guys, they're all full of shit. They're all the same. They're not gonna do nothing. They're not gonna fix nothing.
So
They
is
all they want to do is go back and forth, and argue like bitches, bro. That's all they want to do.
is this the new way of politics?
I mean, is it the new way, or it always been like this? But it's more publicized now because there's cameras everywhere. Because if you think about it, bro, JFK murked because he wanted to change some of the FBI and all these. He wanted to get rid of all these bureaus that weren't doing shit, and he got murked.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Martin Luther King got murked out because he was pushing forward a new ideology that they didn't agree with. Malcolm X, I mean, one of the most gangsterous guys, that went out there and did Martin Luther King and some little bit extra shit
Mm-hmm.
murked out. So it doesn't matter who you are. Somebody's not gonna like you. Somebody's gonna take you out. It's just that simple. If you are too strong, they're like, yo, this is not good for business. We got to get this guy out of here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anywhere you go, bro. Whether you're in the streets as a blood or a crip, or in the political world as a Republican or Democrat. If you do too much, you are going to get done. I watched Godfather 1, 2, and 3. There's one thing I learned, nigga, is if you step on toes and you try to do too much, you out of here. If anybody watched Godfather, they know what I'm talking about. You just it doesn't matter, son. Whether you do it political, in the streets, mafia, Chinese mafia, Japanese mafia, all the rules are the same, bro. If you get up here and you do a lot of this, and it doesn't go well for the rest of the group, you're out of here, dog. You can't control everything. You can't control everything, bro. And that's what happened with this kid, bro. He got murked out for talking, and he pissed somebody off. They saw his potential future, and they're like, "Yo, I'm just gonna go and just give." He's thinking he's doing his. Let's just say this was a. Let's say they questioned this kid and they asked him why you did this. Oh, because I don't ever want this guy to be the president, or I didn't like his views on life or transgender or religion or just anything. So you killed this guy because you didn't agree with what he said? It's not like he was changing anything. This is just him literally talking and arguing with a bunch of faggots at a university.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, if you watch all his videos, it's always transgender kids, women, gay kids, just screaming at him and talking nonsense and telling him that he'll ask one question, what's a woman? And they'll be like, well, it depends on how you feel. No, that's not what a woman is. It's not depends. I can't wake up and be like, oh, I feel like a woman today. Like, no, that's not how it works. So they ain't like that.
Yeah.
Bro,
So
I'm telling you, you can't do anything nowadays without somebody being in their feelings, dog.
So question. Do you think that he brought this on himself somewhat? I'm not saying it's his fault.
No,
but
I get what you're saying, but absolutely, man. I feel like he put trust in free speech,
mm-hmm.
and it got him hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, regardless of what he was saying was true,
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's like that saying, you cash a check, you talking too much shit, when you cash a check that you can't cash.
Mm-hmm.
Is that vibe. Like, he was talking, and I don't want to say talking shit, but he was talking so much to people that hated him,
Mm-hmm.
outside of him being wherever he's at, that he got comfortable doing this, and it became his job. And his job was literally to just go out there and argue with kids. And this is what happens, dog. These new wave of people, and when I say new wave, I say like the 20s and the 18s. These guys, this age, they're not what we were when we were that age. Like, you could tell me some shit and I'd be like, all right, whatever, fuck you, and I'm done. We could fight it outside. Nah, these kids, they go home and they sit on it and they manifest into this dark thing. You know what I'm saying? That only seems that, I could be wrong, but it only seems like just these really weird, rich, like medium white kids just get into this rage where they go get their daddy's gun and then they go and pop somebody. It's always the same thing. I don't know. If I'm saying something wrong, tell me. But I just feel like every time there's a mass shooting, there's always some weird white kid that has no reason to have a gun, has one, gets it from his mom or his dad, and he goes and he shoots somebody he doesn't like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's always the same vibe. I mean, when was the last time you seen a mass shooting and it was like a fucking Spanish person or some like black kid, or it's very rare. I'm pretty sure there's one, but I'm saying it's very rare, and it's always lately. A lot of these kids who are doing the shooting are transgender kids or kids who are under some kind of depressed drug, antidepressant drug, or just something.
They was actually talking about that, right? Like right before the gunshot. But this is where I feel he messed up, and by he I mean Charlie Kirk. This is where I feel Charlie Kirk messed up. Charlie Kirk believed in his right to bear arms. He believed in that, right? So much so that he said that, and unfortunately for us to have the right to bear arms, some of us are going to have to die in order for us to have the right to
Yeah, I watched
have
that
guns,
video. I think I
right?
watched a good bit of his stuff.
So I, I agree with that. I respect that, but I feel like where he went wrong, I think he was speaking in a way where he felt it wouldn't happen to him or someone he knows,
Yeah.
right? So I felt like he was speaking from a place of where this like it'll never happen to me. Like this
Right.
is it's like I'm just out here just doing what I do. I make sure I got security with me. I make sure I got my family safe and out of the way or whatever. So I just think he thought that it wouldn't happen to him.
Yeah.
I feel he kind of got a little
Cocky with it.
comfortable. Now I would say cocky. I would say comfortable. I won't say
Yeah.
cocky. I would say comfortable because he's been doing it for so long. He's traveling and he
Yeah.
does it and nothing happens, and then you just got comfortable. And I feel like
Yeah.
in this climate that we're in, if you're someone as such as a Charlie Kirk, I mean you have to be on your P's and Q's. Like you have to,
You got to move different, man.
yeah. Like you mean you got to really like for who he was and who he was becoming and the content that he was involved in. You have to make sure that the area is safe and secure, and you got like people walking the area, sweeping the area, looking on top of the buildings and all those kind of things. Because, bro, you I mean we live in a world where if people don't like you, they will come after you.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt like he got comfortable, not cocky, but comfortable.
Okay, I agree.
And he just you got caught slipping when you should have had your guard up, man.
Yeah, not for nothing, man. But when you get into a space where you're arguing with aggressive people
Mm-hmm.
and communities that are just so hateful,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that whole area should have. And like I said, I get it. He's not like a super big person. Like he's not like a Donald Trump, where
Mm-hmm.
like you got security everywhere. He's just a pretty low on the totem pole kind of guy because he wasn't
Yeah.
like he was famous, but he's like not.
He
You
really
know what I'm saying?
he
He's not.
really
He's not right. He's not Diddy famous. He's not
he
Trump
really
famous.
wasn't. He's not a politician. Like he was not an
Right.
elected
Right.
official. He was not a politician.
Exactly. So he don't have real bodyguards. He don't have that real
But
security
his
where they
his
sweep
his
buildings. You know
his
what I'm saying?
voice on political issues was very
Was
loud though.
and that's
So
what I'm saying.
even though you
It
weren't,
just wasn't there.
he's like an Angela Rye. I don't know if you know who Angela Rye is, but she's not a
No.
politician. She's not a politician, but she speaks on political issues a lot. So much so
Yeah.
that people mistake her for a politician, but she's not a politician.
Yeah.
But she does make her money in politics. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of
she,
like Candace Owens and all these people.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
just
yeah.
they're not
Actually,
politicians, but
her
they're
and
heavy in
Charlie,
it. They
Candace
were
Owens and
friends. They
Charlie,
were like
yeah,
really
yeah,
good
yeah,
friends.
really good
Yeah,
friends.
because they
So
were on
yeah,
the same. I think they were working for The Wire for a while. Then they got fired from there, or they left from there, and then that's when they split and did their own thing.
the Ben
So
Shapiro
they were
dude,
like
right?
really good. They were, huh?
They was over for that Ben Shapiro dude, wasn't
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
he? Yeah.
yeah. And Matt Walsh and all those guys. So yeah, those Jew boys. But yeah, it's just crazy because, like I said, bro, he didn't deserve that. Regardless of what he was saying, he didn't deserve that. He was not. You could tell he wasn't a bad guy. He just spoke his mind, spoke the truth, and that's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. You can't do that nowadays anymore.
And
And this is what I was
mm-hmm.
saying in the last maybe part or two. Is like, how much freedom do we have in speech when you can't even talk about things anymore without people canceling you or telling you you got to apologize or getting shot. It's one of the three. You lose your job, you lose your promotions, you lose your sponsorships, you lose all those things because you say something they don't agree with. So somebody's gonna come and clobber you for that shit. So how much is freedom of speech? And I think freedom of speech is not free because it's costing you something at the end of the day. If I say something wild on here and I have a bunch of sponsors, and one of my sponsors is like, yeah, well, you just said we don't agree with that. You got to either apologize or take that shit down. That's costing my freedom of speech. So for me, I have to take something I said, which I believe in, down to appease you to get paid. So my freedom of speech costs something. People think freedom of speech is free. It's not. It's going to cost you money, your job, your life, or worse, your family. It's going to cost you something.
Yeah, because I read where one of the PlayStation developers made a joke about Charlie Kirk.
Oh yeah, they
And
fired
then
a bunch of
and
people.
that person got fired.
So this is what I'm saying. And like I said, it's a double-edged sword. So for instance, I don't agree with anything that happened to Charlie Kirk. I thought it was fucked up, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But also, if people go online and start talking shit, yeah, it sounds crazy. They're assholes, but do we do something about it, or is it freedom of speech still? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, it's freedom of speech, but it's gonna cost you either an ass whipping or you to lose your job. You understand? So like, at what point is freedom of speech is like a gray line between freedom of speech and just being insensitive or being an asshole or just being a real fucked up person. When do we get to the point where it's like we become this country that's so fucked up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Where we applaud death, we kill people we don't like, we don't help people when they're hurt, we videotape people dying instead of helping them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when did we become this society where we just are pieces of shits, bro? Listen, I live in Florida, and bro, I drive around all day, and it's very few people I see out on the street, and I don't even want to fucking talk to them because they look like assholes. They look like as soon as they want to, and I don't even know if they're assholes. I just feel like that because there's the way they look at me. I don't trust them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't trust anything that walks around me, dog. I'm like on edge all the time. I wasn't like that in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? But the people are different. I don't know. I just don't fuck with them, man.
I don't know, man. Like I do think social media has influenced because see in social media you can say what you want however you want. You can be extremely nasty and disrespectful to someone on social media, and there'll be like no consequence, like
Yeah, absolutely not.
no immediate consequence. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you send it to their face and they can punch in your nose for it. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like because of that, it kind of conditioned people to think that they could just say and do what they want without consequences, man. Like there's no real repercussions to what I'm saying and doing. So
Right.
I think no that plus someone arguing your point of view. Like I'm gonna just say it for what it is. If you like listen, if someone like a mass shooter listening to a Donald Trump and the way he talks, like, and Donald Trump is the president. So if the president talking this way, then I know what I'm thinking and feeling is right. So now I'm gonna go out
Right.
here with this gun and I'm gonna gun down all these
Yeah.
people that's a threat to our country. You know what I
Right.
mean? But bro, this we got to find a well. What I propose, you find the people that you love and that you can get along with, and you stick with those people.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is what it is at this point. Like all of that, grabbing a stranger and, hey, come on, we got hot food over here. Nah, man. If I don't know you, we ain't been friends for the past 10 years. You stay over there, man. Because
Yeah.
this is just, it's ridiculous. Like you
Yeah.
can't you can't speak your mind. You can't disagree with someone. And it's like the whole point of, in my opinion, if you disagree with someone, then you have a conversation, because you could enlighten this person on your point of view, and then educate them on something, let them know some things that they probably didn't know. Then that person can educate you on their point of view and enlighten you on some things that you didn't know. So now you're learning from each other versus grabbing a gun and shooting. That doesn't make no sense.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. It's a slippery slope because we got the Second Amendment, we got freedom of speech. Those are like the two worst things to have. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, like you either, it's almost like, all right, we either gonna shut up or they're gonna take our guns. You know, which one is it, bro? And I remember asking somebody. This was a while ago. I was still living in Georgia. And this, you know me, I like to challenge people,
Mm-hmm.
to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked this dude one time. I said, "Hey, man," this was around the time Trump was, I think, coming into office the first time
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. And I was like, "Yo, let me ask you a question. If I told you, if the government, all right, for instance, if somebody, if let's say the government, let's say the whole United States said, we 100% guarantee your safety, and that nobody in this whole state, United States, will get hurt by a gun or by a criminal ever again, would you give up your gun?" Homie told me no. He said, I would not give up my gun. I was like, even if you know 100% you'll be safe in your community, you never have to worry about getting robbed, it's going to be safe. You never have to worry about guns, no weapons, you know,
Mm-hmm.
obviously knives, but, you know, no guns, no assault rifles, nothing crazy, no, you know, sniper rifles, just pure safety and, you know, tranquility. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, you know, your kids will be good. They can go outside. Ain't nobody gonna kidnap them. Nobody gonna shoot them. And you know you're gonna be 100% safe. You wouldn't give up your gun. He was like, no. I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Just even in a hypothetical situation, the nigga won't give up his gun, dog. And like I said, I was just coming out of a place of just pure, just fantasy. Like, if you
Mm-hmm.
could live in this perfect oasis where you know you don't need a gun because you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you believe in God and God brought you to the promised land and you don't need guns. You know, you just eat off the trees and sleep on the grass. Let's say it's one of those kind of scenarios, you know what I'm saying? Where everything is just
Yeah, perfect.
beautiful. Yeah, just perfect. You know, you go
Yeah.
over here, you got your woman, you got your kids, you got your place, and everything is serene. You don't have to worry about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You won't give up your gun? No. And the problem is that, and that's all I'm saying. Like, even if they gave us the fruits, the land of God, or Jesus came down and said, "Hey, everybody, come fuck with me, and we're gonna fly up to the heavens, but you gotta leave your guns." There's gonna be a lot of niggas on the ground still, because nobody's gonna want to go because they don't want to leave their guns behind, bro. This is what I'm saying. People are letting their these material things hold them back from remotely being happy, dog. Bro, and like I said, I'm all for your gun laws and your gun and your right to bear arm and all that bullshit. But
Mm-hmm.
remember, when those laws were written, those amendments were written down. Let's keep it all the way a beam. When those laws were written down, they were written down by like 10 to 20 white men. All right? And they were written down not for fun. It was written down to keep other people in line so they can go around and collect people like fucking horses. Let's keep it a beam, bro. Those laws were not written for anybody else but for those folks at that time.
Okay, so as far as them like not wanting to give up their guns, I'm just being honest, bro. In my honest opinion, I think white people are anticipating like a race war. Like I think they're stockpiling because they believe that one day everybody's gonna come from them.
Bro, I swear to my kids, bro. You know me. I don't lie about. I lie playing around, but I don't lie about real situations. I've heard, because when I'm around white folks, they get comfortable because I'm light skinned. I heard white boys, I want to call them, say shit like, "I got guns and food for days. I'll kill every motherfucking body." I've heard them say the N word with the ER. I heard them say all types of shit. And I'll be looking at these niggas like, they really waiting for, listen, they waiting for one or two things. They're waiting for the zombie apocalypse, which is not going to happen, or they're waiting for black folks to rise up and take over the land, which is crazy. Because if that's the first thing you think of when you go collect weapons, that you absolutely insane. Like, I don't know. Let's keep, like, for real. And I'm gonna ask you this question, and you give me your honest answer.
Mm-hmm.
If the government decided to flip coin and tell all of us, yo, you either gonna follow these laws, give us your guns, or we're coming after you, what you think is gonna happen to all of us?
Now, literally. When you say all of us, you talking like blacks and whites?
Blacks and whites. You think the government's gonna come after us and just be like, well, black people over here, white folks? No, nigga, they gonna take all of us out. But in a scenario like that, you played plenty of games where this shit plays out. Does the government ever come out on top? Most of the time they do, bro. Like, the game has a part 2 and a 3 because we can't get rid of these motherfuckers.
Well, okay. When it comes to listen, I'm not okay. I'm just say this. This race war that they anticipate. I mean, I don't. It's not going to happen because that's not what black people or people of color want. That's not what we like. We just want to be happy and live in peace. Now,
that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
And this is my honest feeling, my true honest thoughts. January 20th when they stormed the Capitol. It didn't surprise me because I felt like this is who white people are. When they don't get their way, this is what they do. Like they
Karenize.
What they call it, the pitchfork mob or something like that.
Yeah, like in South Park. They're not even saying that.
Like a bunch of angry white people get together and just start tearing up stuff, bro. Like, this is who they are. Like, we live in a country where white people, they hide behind this moral fiber. They're good, they're wholesome, they don't do anything wrong. But man, like the history of this culture, man, white people do some of the most inhumane things to living creatures, bro. And I'm not here to tear white people down, but it's just my honest thoughts and opinions. This is the things that I observe. There's not a life form on the face of this earth that white people haven't put in captivity. From human beings to freaking whales that live in the ocean, bro. Like, they put it in captivity. They capture it and they do things that they shouldn't do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this moral fiber, this wholesome and don't do anything wrong, like, bro,
Yeah.
When I get invited to church by a white person, bro, I'm not going to your church.
I told you why I stopped going to church, bro. I felt judged there when I was going to church out in Georgia. That shit was. I told the wife, I'm like, I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm not coming here on Sundays, waste my fucking time praying with these fucking fake ass people. Them niggas is all fake. That whole fucking church was fake. And you know what's crazy? I went to 2 different churches and they were both the fucking same. Both just weird, bro. People looking at you weird because you're not white or you're not this or you're not that. I'm like, I don't know, man. Fuck this church. I'm out. My niggas could eat a dick on that. I'm not doing this shit no more. Niggas looking at my kids weird because, at the time, Adam or Jaden, one of them had like curly hair and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, I'm not doing this, bro. But On another note, I just want to say real quick, R.I.P. to Kirk, Charlie, and I know this is not going to be
Yeah.
the last time this happens, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen more and more. But I want to go. I want to go back a little bit to that baseball game where the lady caught the baseball, or the guy caught the baseball for his son. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, tell me you didn't see that, dog. It's all over the fucking news.
You talking about?
Karen took the ball from the dad, like ran up on the dad and like bullied him to give the ball back. Oh, nigga. Damn, boy.
I didn't hear that. I heard about the billionaire that snatched the
Oh,
hat.
that too. That he snatched the hat. Yeah. But no, there was another one that happened right before. I want to say maybe a week before the passing of Kirk. This lady, I think it was at a Phillies game. I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was at a Philly game. They hit a home run.
Mm-hmm.
And the ball went right into the stands. Nobody was sitting in that area, so everybody ran.
Mm-hmm.
The dad grabbed the ball,
Mm-hmm.
picked it up, brought it to his kid. This, of course, white lady with fucking silver and orange hair or something, ran up to the guy, pulled him by the arm, and she's like, "Oh, that you snatched the ball out my hand," blah 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 blah. And the dad is like fucking freaking out, like, "Whoa, calm down, lady." And she's screaming and screaming. Meanwhile, the kid is holding the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And the dad takes the ball, gives it back to the lady, and the lady runs off with it. Come to find out, she never touched hand. They watched like 10,000 different video shots. She never touched the ball. The dad got the ball first. He was the first one to grab it. He took it. And it was a whole big thing. They were calling her the Philly Karen, baseball's biggest Karen. I mean, they blew her up, boy.
Well, he the dummy for giving it up.
Well, he didn't want no trouble because, I mean, come on, let's keep it real. First of all, it was an old white lady. So we already know how that's going to go.
Yeah, but was it a black guy?
I was going to say, no, good thing he wasn't black because it would have been a whole different discussion. I promise you, it would have been a whole different discussion. But he just gave it a ball. Come to find out, anyway, they did the Phillies people found out the guy, they took the kid and the father to the back, gave him baseball bats signed by all the players, all baseballs, jerseys, and they shamed that lady, bro, on the internet, bro. They found out where she worked, where she lived. Bro,
yeah,
she ruined her life.
In moments like that, I do love the internet, bro. I do love the internet for moments like that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, it could do so much good.
Right.
But it's more harmful at some point.
Yeah, it's way more harmful than it is good.
But you know, I just wanted to bring that up because I thought Philly Karen was funny because, like I said, bro, I don't know and I hate saying this because I don't want people to think that I'm just be white bashing because I don't. I make fun of all races, really, and you know me. But I just feel like white folks, when they get mad, bro, it's a different mad, bro. It's like, it's not black mad, it's not Spanish mad, it's different mad. It's like, you know,
it's the low
vote, finger in your face. I'm like, and it's like when they get mad, they feel they're right, like no matter what it is, they feel like they're entitled to speaking to you that way. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I've had arguments with white folks, black folks, and every culture I argued with or had a altercation with has a different mad, if that makes sense. Like I've had the way they act, like the way they whether it's like before a fight or before an argument, but I feel like just white folks, they're more disrespectful. They get in your face. They don't expect to get hit. That's the problem. See, when I argue with Spanish people and black folks, like they know a fist or something can happen, so they're not in your face that much. It's more of like, like let's talk it out before it gets serious.
Yeah.
Nah, white people just jump the gun. They want to say mean things to you like right off the rip.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know that's not the case for everybody, but like if a real one recognize a real one, we could talk it out. You know what I'm saying? But the one who's gonna talk crazy. Right. You're like
You give them
nah,
that safe space between y'all. Yeah.
Right. So
Right.
like we could argue about something, we could point fingers, but we know once we don't enter that
Yeah.
elbow,
That
what I like to
that
call
fight
elbow
zone.
radius. Yeah, elbow radius. I always like, yo, if you get within elbow reach, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, dude, it's like they just get super disrespectful and they don't expect. And this is back to what we said, like freedom of speech is gonna cost you an ass whipping or
Yeah.
something. But I don't know, man. It just sucks that we can't. We got to be out here, and we're not safe nowhere, bro. And this country is, people say, is the greatest country in the world, and that could be for people outside of our country.
Mm-hmm.
This country is the greatest country for other people coming from other countries. As for the people who live here, it's not the greatest country because people from other countries come here and they can get all the things because they take advantage of our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, we can't even take advantage of our stuff because we're just too ignorant to do so. But yeah, we're living in a time where it's like, it's seen or be seen. Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be heard. Everybody wants to have the last word. Everybody wants to be liked or be popular or be on TV or be on YouTube, but nobody wants to do anything else. They don't want to work.
Well,
They
I
just
mean,
want, like, for instance, don't get me wrong, Kai Cenat.
mm-hmm.
I think these guys, they're wholesome in a way, but
Mm-hmm.
the sad part is that they don't know what life is because all they do is talk to a screen all day. They're not even talking to real people. They think they're talking to real people. They call them chat. Oh, chat, what do you think about this? Like, you're a program. You know, you don't know who people are. Like, I watch Kai Cenat not know who people are because he doesn't know. He's not aware of anything. He don't know what life is because he's in his room talking to people who are not real.
I don't think it's because he's young. Like,
He's young, but that's the thing. He's young and he's being programmed to not learn anything. He's not learning culture. He's not, like, there was things they asked him and he doesn't know nothing about it. And I'm like,
I think okay. I think you're right. I think you're halfway right, and I think the other half is just I don't think we realize how how much older that we are now. Like, there's a whole generation.
oh no, I realize that.
Yo,
Trust me,
listen,
I got 2 kids of my own. I got a 17-year-old and a 10-year-old.
bro.
I get that.
These kids.
My thing is that nobody's teaching them.
Right.
Like, for instance, my
so
kids.
Is it their fault or is it our fault?
I guess so. I guess you got me on that one. It could be the parents' fault. But like I said, when the kid is making that much money, the parents just fall in line. They're not there to teach him anymore. They're just there to rub his pockets.
You stupid,
Let's
man.
keep it a beam.
I don't know.
The kid is making millions. You really think his parents are going to be like, well, you should learn a little bit of culture? No, they don't care. Look, perfect example. Ryan, remember that kid, Ryan's Toy Review? He was super popular back like 5-10 years ago. There was a little Asian kid. His name was Ryan. It was called Ryan's Toy Review. And I remember Jaden and Adam used to watch him open up toys. Every fucking day, his dad would go buy toys and they would open up toys and review it. He did that shit for years. The motherfucker's like almost 18 years old and his parents are still milking this kid to open up toys or do things online, man. It's sad, but they are milking these streamer kids. They're becoming like the most annoying, ignorant people because they don't know anything else, dog. They're just talking to chat people who don't care about them, and they're crashing out on the internet. Another example, and this will be it. The MMA's fighter son who beat up that wrestler.
Oh yeah.
In the ring.
Rampage. It was Rampage Jackson's son. Yeah.
He crashed out live on his chat because his chat told him to. Meanwhile, Rampage is not being a good dad, bro, if you ask me. Because he's calling his son a bitch and all that. Bro, That kid crashed out, bro, on TV, on live internet feed, and almost beat that white boy to death. You know what I'm saying?
It was a
And
WWE,
this
wasn't
is
it? WWE.
nah, it wasn't WWE. Nah, that wouldn't let that shit happen. This was like some underground wrestling shit, but it was like it was professional wrestling, but not really. You know, like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was,
I know what you mean.
it was like they hold events in small areas, like 6 people show up, type of shit. But yeah, dude, this is what I'm talking about. Like these streamers, they don't know any better. They just crash out and don't learn, bro. They make millions but don't know shit, dog. You know,
Well, okay, I'm a challenge that. I forget the kid's name because he was on the Breakfast Club.
oh,
Yeah,
Neo or some
him.
shit.
He
He's
said
another ignorant piece of shit.
that his parents didn't like what he was doing.
Black folks, and they don't like black folks. He has videos of him saying his dad doesn't like black people because he hired black folks and they were the worst workers. That's what his dad said, and that's what he said online like 2 years ago. This kid is another ignorant piece of shit, and this is what I'm saying. They think that they can go out and do these things and go on online or in the streets and say these things and for clicks and views because this is what their audience is telling them to do. So once again,
I don't. Okay, well, some of them, but I don't think Kai's like that. I think Kai.
No, I'm not saying Kai's like that. I'm just saying I feel bad because I feel like he is not learning anything because he's so invested in these videos and chat. He's not focusing on living. This is all he does. He don't know anything about culture. He don't know anything about certain things. He really doesn't know. He don't like all he knows is Drake and Kendrick. But he doesn't know culture, bro. Like he doesn't know certain things. Like I've watched a couple of I don't even watch his stream, but like I watch people ask him questions and he don't know nothing. Like
I feel
famous people use him and I think that sucks. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like
not gonna
famous
lie,
people
man.
go on his platform.
I feel like that's kind of unfair to say about him because he's so young. Like
I
he's young.
understand that he's super young. I get it, but like I just feel like if he were to drop off the face of the earth today, nobody's going to look for him and nobody cares because he has nothing to bring to the table besides streaming. And that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day,
streaming is the new wave though, and he's leading that wave. Like
right,
streaming is the new wave, bro. Like it's going to be the next. Well, I mean,
but I don't like. I get that, but like for how long before something else? You know, it's not like television or movies where you know that shit's gonna be around forever. Like streaming is just one of those things that just might not be around forever. It might transition to something different. But I'm just saying, like, when this wave is over or when he's not top shotter of streaming, like, there's nothing for him because he doesn't. To me, I feel like he doesn't know anything else but how to stream. That's like you not learning anything but just one thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you can do. You can't transition to, like, for instance, you can transition to another job because you know how to do other things. Like, I feel like if that kid had to drop everything today and go work somewhere else, he don't have it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, I'm just saying, I don't know. He could be the super smart kid. He could probably.
I see what you're saying.
I just feel like he doesn't. Like a lot of these kids are not gonna they're gonna turn 30 and 40, and they're either gonna be rich living somewhere by themselves, or they're gonna be broke fiending for that spotlight again, and it's just not gonna happen. It's like gonna be like watching your favorite artist or movie star, the light just dim and them just crash out, like because they're not famous no more.
I don't know. Maybe it's because you're saying maybe because it's Casanat's name in that you're using. Maybe some other streamer, but I don't think.
I can see that with a lot of streamers. A lot. I mean, there's just so many of them, and like I said, I think Kai is probably the one that I like the most compared to a lot of other ones. I'm just saying I've watched interviews with him where they ask him questions and he don't know how to answer thinks properly. He always thinks he's talking to like a chat. No, I'm dead ass serious. Like when they ask him questions, he's like, hi. Like he always looked like he got like a battery plugged up in his ass. Like he don't know how to
Bro,
answer
okay,
questions.
hold
Like
on.
he just
This
like I
is
don't know if that's his like that's his character all the time. Then it needs to turn it off. Like because they'll ask him questions and he just doesn't.
I understand
He doesn't know how to talk.
I
You know what I'm saying?
understand
Like he's
exactly
like
what you're saying, but this is why I disagree with you. Number one, I don't know if streaming is going to go away or not, because when hip hop came out, people thought hip hop was just a fad, but hip hop has been around for what 50 years plus,
yeah.
50 years plus. So the same thing can be true for streaming, right? And as far as Casanat go, he's a young kid. Like he haven't been living that long, so you can't really expect to get any type of life advice from him. Now, if you want to learn how to stream, then yeah. But and then as far as him like saying like streaming is the only thing that he's done, I still feel like that's unfair to say, because it's like a basketball player. They made it to the NBA. You've been playing basketball your whole life, and that's how you make it. And then with Jay Z been rapping his whole life. You know what I mean? So it's like when you focus on this one thing and you become successful at that, and then you kind of branch off and kind of make money like that way. So he's focusing on streaming, but he could take that money that he's made from streaming and start networking with people and learning different things and put his money to work for him. Hopefully that's what he's doing. And he's with
Well,
Kevin.
hopefully, with him being that young, he figure it out. I just hope. I just don't want to see Kai Cenat, 40 years old, talking about, is he chat? Hey, chat. I'm not that. Like,
I know, bro. Come on, man. Because I know what you're talking about. Like you talk about his energy and the way he be talking. So I know what you're saying.
No, but it's not a bad energy. I'm not saying it's bad.
I know.
Saying, like, it's just like you kind of feel bad for these kids because you see them being a. Like, I don't know, man. I guess I was just raised different or born. Like, I don't want to see anybody being a fool to like always get paid or to. It's like my wife always watches this one girl. Her name is Peaches. Peaches. I don't know. She's this black girl in Florida. Her name is Peaches something, and she got famous talking about how much her husband cheats on her and how bad he is and how he don't do this. But like, she's with him in every video. So like, she makes a lot of money now, but it's like you downplay your life, you act stupid on video, you're okay with that, people know your business. It's like it's like I don't like, my wife is like, oh, she's making money. I'm like, yeah, but at what cost? Like, do you really want to make money by talking shit about your baby daddy for everybody to see and everybody can judge and comment, and like you make money, and then when you go out, people are telling you break up with that loser? Is selling your soul worth the money? Is what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. But
like, I feel like these kids are selling their souls for bread. Like they're selling their youth. They're selling. I mean, I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying like there's some out there that I feel like are just like I don't know, it's just weird. Like, it's just ignorant shit. I say this. You know what I'm saying?
Casanat is very smart with his business deals, because like everything he does, he makes sure he owns it. Like he's not signing his property away, because I think like all like those streaming that he does, like I think like Netflix wanted to partner with him or something, but the deal wasn't a good deal for him, so he was like, no, I just do it on my own. I think it was the Streamer University. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, no.
Okay, so Streamer University is an idea that he came up with. So he created this school and he invited streamers to this place, and he would help them become better at streaming. So and it was a pretty cool idea. So it's like if you like, because I be on Twitch. When I got on Twitch, man, everybody was at that Streamer University thing. Now and like I say, I think somebody wanted to partner with him with the Streamer University, but the deal just wasn't a good deal for him. So I mean, he would have got the money, but I think they would have took his property. Yeah, so he was just,
which is fine and all, but let's keep it a buck. Like, if you stream every day or every other day, whatever, like there's no like I get that's content, but it's not something you could utilize after it's done. And like you can't rewatch it. You don't want to go back and rewatch like 3 year ago streams you did. Like nobody cares because it's not really it's a now moment. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you like yeah, people might watch it a couple days after it passed, but nobody's like going back in the archive like, yo, let's watch that one funny stream we did in like 2002 when you know broke your foot. Like it's not like a movie or like a show where you can rewatch shit because it's scripted, it's entertaining. Like nobody's going back to watch a boring stream again. You know what I'm saying? Like unless something exciting happened or something funny. Like for instance, if he had Kevin Hart, like when he had Kevin Hart,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you might go back and watch those because those were moments. But like
Mm-hmm.
every moment's not a moment. You know, like every stream is not a good moment. You can have a shitty stream. You're like, you understand? I don't know.
I
If
mean,
that makes any
no,
sense.
I understand
I
what you're
just
saying.
feel like there's no substance in streaming. It's just a moment thing. You have to have a lot of people in there in the moment, get the bag,
right.
and like the day is over. It's not like a podcast. Like you could rewatch this podcast if we talk about something you like.
Okay, so this is what you're saying, right? So when you're streaming, they're streaming. So let's say it's an 8-hour stream, right?
Right.
You don't see the value in sitting here watching an 8-hour stream just for something to be funny with only 30 minutes. So
right.
you
What's
sitting
the
in front
point
of
you watching
yeah. So
somebody
okay,
for 8 hours,
so
bro?
I
Like,
get you.
Who's doing that?
I get you on that, but I don't know. So
I understand if he's streaming, playing a game,
yeah,
or
he
doing
does
something.
So okay, so
but most of the time it's just him talking shit or like, you know.
Well, he's interact. Well, he's famous, so he's interacting with the chat.
Right
So
now,
reading a comment and
somebody
responding to
sending
that
him
comment that means a lot
right.
to his fan base. So and then
which is stupid to me. That like that's what I'm saying. Like that's dumb. Like I don't know. I guess I'm different. I don't know. Like I'm not gonna go and watch 8 hour stream just so this nigga could be like, yo, yeah, Ninja, shout out, $5,
okay,
thanks.
so let's say
like that.
But I feel you. That you can't do that. But let's say
yeah, I
okay. So what's going on? Podcast blows up, right? And now we're doing our shows. We're doing our podcast live. You want people in that chat.
Yeah, I get
so
that.
that we can react.
I totally get that. But I just feel like it could be for them it's just too it just feel like it's just too much. You know what I'm saying? Like even Aiden Ross, like these guys are like, and I don't even like him. I think he's just all these guys like the pranksters and those guys. I don't like some of them are cool.
Okay,
like,
I think I see your issue.
It's just it's just a different realm. I get it.
I think I
like,
see.
You got the streamers, the gamers,
so the
pranksters.
Let me
the guys who just do dumb shit.
Let me see if I can see what the issue is. Your issue is, in order for these streamers to get people's attention, they have to say disrespectful stuff or do something dumb and stupid to get people's attention.
Right.
And it's like, man, why am I sitting here watching this kid say dumb stuff, be disrespectful, and yada yada yada. So I get that. But for someone such as I don't think all streamers are like that. Like, cause I know some people they stream.
No, I'm not saying they all are.
Yeah, they stream
I'm not
like
saying that at all.
cooking. They stream.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying I just feel like there are some situations where they do sell. They do sell this thing where it's like, yo, I'm gonna do the dumbest shit, but just watch my chat, check it out. Or everybody's gonna know he's gonna do something stupid, and this is where we create this narrative of like, oh, if I do something dumb, I'm gonna be famous. You know, like, nah, why you can't just do something cool and just do something you like?
And you feel like that's because of streaming?
I don't know if it's because of streaming.
Because
I want to say
I feel like it's social media.
More of a social media. Yeah, for sure. I mean that's like we talked about a while ago. Like for instance, all the girls who shake their ass and have OnlyFans now. Like, what's the point of going to college if you're gonna get an OnlyFans and get like $10 million to show your ass to your professors? You know, like it's like that's just crazy. I don't know, dude. It's just this new wave of making money for these young kids is the girls have to sell their pussies and the guys have to sell their their dumbness, pretty much. If you ask me, like that's how they get famous. Dudes got to sell their dumbness. They got to.
I love having a conversation with you, bro. Like, these are the conversations I love having with you, bro.
It's the truth. Guys gotta sell their dumbness. If I go outside right now and smack somebody and be like, yo, this is ninja, I'm gonna smack this motherfucker flat, and then I smack him, everybody's gonna watch the video, I'm gonna get 1 million likes, and then, you know, people are gonna talk shit about me and like me and want me to do, oh, chat, what should I do next? Oh, put up your, go kick a cat across the street. Then that's when I start rolling in the likes, because now I'm doing what they want me to do, so I'm selling myself out. Same thing with the girls. The girls are just selling their pussies on OnlyFans to an Instagram to get OnlyFans pages to make money. I mean, it's modern day prostitution.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's just crazy.
But
that's the world we live in now.
But I mean, come on, you gotta admit, bro. Like, it's an easier way of living, bro.
It is, and that's the crazy thing, is that it's an easier way of living, and it's sad because that's all they're gonna know is how to make money. And look at that little Tay girl. She look like a dumb as a box of rocks, and
Who?
all she does is the little Tay chick. I forgot how. I think her name is Little Tay or something.
Man, I don't know none of these people, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's wild, bro. I'll be reading shit. They're like, yeah, little this made $1.5 million in 2 months for, starting OnlyFans or selling, pictures of herself fucking sucking Pepsi bottles. Like, it's just crazy, bro. It's nuts. It's nuts. I'm like, bro, this is wild, bro. I cannot.
Bro, I'm really enjoying this conversation with you, bro. Okay. Let's see. We got to keep this going for a little bit longer. Let's see.
Yeah.
So, okay. If there was an opportunity for you to do something,
I'm not putting a bottle in my ass. No. Forget about it.
No.
I'm sorry.
No. Okay.
Everybody was
nothing sexual, bro. How
do you think Justin Bieber got famous? His booty hole can drop a rock out that shit, I'm sure. I'll show all these niggas, bro. They sell their booty holes. Like Cat Williams said, you sell your booty holes for money, bro.
Oh, man. All right.
But go ahead.
So let's say you're doing a tutorial of how to fix your car or something.
Right.
And you pop the hood and you're going through these what's the names and you say, what is this? And you reach down, you grab it, and it's a cat. And you take this about the cat and you throw it. Mm-hmm. People start responding to you throwing the cat. Here's the guy that throws the cat.
Right.
And then they say, hey man, I give you $100 if you throw that cat again. You know?
Oh, sick.
So and let's just say it keeps snowballing. Like more money keeps coming in, more money keeps coming in,
and I start selling out more and more.
Exactly. So you say you wouldn't?
I go from throwing cats to like I'm beating up 8-year-old kids at a garage sale. Hey, go. Hey, chat, what do you think I should do? There's a garage sale. Look, chat, and the chat starts saying, smack the kid selling lemonade. Oh, chat, fuck. And then all right, chat, I'll do it if everybody sends like $100, I'll do it. As soon as it reaches 1,000 and I get 1,000, I got to go smack this kid because everybody's going to think I'm a fraud.
Okay, I see your point. But
it's a sellout tactic, you know what I'm saying? Which I get. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I cannot do that. I just can't.
I feel you.
I can't walk around with a chat and a bunch of fake people behind telling me what to do. That's exactly what got that kid in trouble. A Rampage son. His chat gassed him up.
But he, from my understanding, he said that he was going to do it without the chat telling.
Yeah. Did you watch Did you watch the whole video? Of what happened back in the back, and then that led up to that?
They said one of the wrestlers hit him or something like that.
Right. One of the wrestlers was back. They were like hanging out in the parking lot. One of the wrestlers came up to him. They thought he was like part of the whole promo. He was a little buzzed, mm-hmm. and he hit him with crushed a can on his head, and mm-hmm. then he apologized, and they shook hands and everything. The guy said, "Yo, my bad. I thought you were part of the show." Mm-hmm. And Rampage son was like, "Nah, I wasn't." But then like his man gassed him up. Like Rampage boy of the Rampage son friend gassed him up. Mm-hmm. Chat was gassing him up, calling him a pussy for letting him do that. So Yeah, man, he chat gassed him up, and
Yeah.
yeah, bro, that shit. Well, you got to watch the video of the whole thing, and you're gonna be like, yo, Rampage son was definitely in the wrong, bro. Definitely in the wrong. Even though the guy did fuck with him first and apologize after, definitely in the wrong, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Because he had plenty of time to cool off.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost like an hour or two that the gap between what happened and that whole wrestling thing.
Gee.
You're like, nigga, you waited that long? Like,
Did he
nah,
get
bro.
arrested for that?
I don't know, honestly. To be honest, I don't know. I'm pretty
Man,
sure they have some questions for him,
that's
though.
crazy.
It's bugged, bro. It's absolutely bugged. But yeah, dude. But yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah. I'm just saying, not all streamers are bad streamers, but I'm not selling my booty hole, and I'm not smacking no 10-year-old kids for chat.
Oh man.
Now, I hate when people say that too. That shit drives me crazy. They call it chat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh god, like bro, cut it out. But yeah, man, I wanted to do one more time. Shout out to Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, man. I guess that's it. Unless you have something else you wanted to touch on real quick.
Nah, man, I've enjoyed this conversation, man.
Yeah.
Really had fun on this one,
But,
man.
yeah. All right. I guess we'll wrap it up then. All right.
Yeah.
So this is your boy Ninja.
This is XP Early Bird. When you see XP, you know that's me.
Yes, sir. All right, man. We out of here.
Peace, people.
Deuces.